with True Us TV. I want y'all to understand this, and I'm saying this shit because this nigga was straight up disrespectful, and I didn't try to disrespect him, and he didn't understand that. I was just trying to get a point across. I watched several videos, and in several videos, his reference to calling women, but preferably black women, bitches, even when they're just having regular conversation. He mentioned the white woman in his video. In the video, the white woman was actually showing out. She was actually stopping this man. He trying to walk his dog. She running up on him, screaming help. She was acting out. So when you call her bitch, it made sense. The women that you called bitches, always when they're black, they didn't say anything. They weren't doing anything. The black woman in your video, you wanted to drag her. She bottom of the barrel. You don't know that woman's life to be calling her that. By whose definition are you choosing to call this woman bottom of the barrel just because she wearing a bonnet? You do know that back in the day, bonnets was a symbol of actual wealth, right? But you so white supremacist cultured that your dumb ass don't even educate yourself enough to know that. She's not bottom of the barrel just because she doesn't fit what you need her to fit. Just listen to what she's saying and not worrying about what she look, because you didn't do that with nobody else, so why do that with her? That's all I was trying to say. And then it was another video, a previous video that I watched, when it was the European girl. And this is the white lady is right there, the liberal meltdown, right? All I'm saying is, when you called her a bitch, I got it. It made sense. She's showing out, acting a hot mess, right? Made sense. When this British girl, this black American, are overrated. She did not call nobody no bitch. She did not, you called her all types of bitch. Did I not? I did not agree with her in no way, but there's a way that you say it. And even in your comment section with me, there was a man who said to you, it is the way you deliver that makes people think the things they think about you. And just like you got discernment, so do everybody else. But you discern wrong because you don't know shit about me. First and foremost, I was never mistreated by no man that was my man that I dealt with. That's first and foremost. And it is men like you who have always been bullies to me in my life. All I did was try to correct you and say, listen, stop calling women bitches. There's another way to address women. You don't have to do that. You can say, these women, you know what I mean? There's another way to do it. But you don't even realize that it was white culture, white supremacy that made black men start calling. So go back to Tupac. They told Tupac and them to call black women bitches and hoes. Why do you think you even get the content you get? You push because you help the system perpetuate calling black women bitches and degrading your women and men. That's why you popular. It's not because you actually make good content, nigga. You're not controversial. You just full of shit. You another tether who just don't look like the tether that you are. You're good and hidden, right? You speak in code. You walk around it and you think nobody see you for who the fuck you are. I do. Every time I watch your content, I see you for who the fuck you are. You are a tether. You're red pill garbage. You a low life. And if anybody cared to see your stankin' ass, they would notice. Now, can I afford to lose a few pounds? Yes, I'm not delusional in that. I could care less about your opinion of me. Nigga, you ugly. I want you to understand that the same features on me that you consider ugly are on you, which makes it just as ugly. Your big ass nose, your thin ass upper fucking lip, nigga, you ugly. You would not be considered attractive to nobody but desperate women who just want a man. So if I were you, I'd sit down, take off your do-rag, use a stinky, ugly, dusty ass nigga, a bum ass nigga. I'd be all those titles. That's why I didn't mind you saying ugly. I'd be all those titles. At least I tell the truth. At least when I give advice, I actually advocate for black people's win, not to degrade them. On my channel, I don't do that. I give facts. I state it. I state facts. I state truth. I don't need to degrade people. Unlike you, I actually have class. You are a lowlife. A low life. You think that that is a way to give advice? It is your deliverance. Your deliverance is disgusting. There's a way to say things and there's not a way to say things. You know that. You understood it when I got up there. You cursed me to filth and I didn't even say nothing wrong to you in the comment section. You called me all types of bitches and timed me out for giving comments about the way you were disrespectful. Post the video. Show how I was wrong and disrespect you. Show me what I said to you that was so disrespectful. Bitch, you told me to burn and made everything you say about me turn to you. You are such a fucking loser. You couldn't even address the moment that somebody gave you any opposition and told you that, listen, the way you deliver and some of the stuff you were saying were wrong. You got mad and started calling me bitches, wishing death. Nigga talking about niggas need to be chopped from a guillotine. You's a low life ass loser. I don't even want to even. I cussed you out in the other video, but I'm talking directly to you. You think you were necessary? That's why you hung up that live, because people weren't agreeing with you. They didn't like how you gave that up. They was like, it's your deliverance. Exactly. You don't have to disrespect me. I couldn't sit still because you wouldn't let me finish. I can admit that self-control when I know I'm right and I didn't do anything. Yep, I'm kind of childish about that. I can solely admit that. When I know I'm right and I'm just schooling somebody and they want to control the narrative and I know that's what they doing, it's hard for me to sit still because I know that you trying to control a narrative. I know you trying to spin what white supremacists spin all the time when it comes to black women. I know you're trying to do that. And it grinds my gears. And you didn't give me the time to explain that. You didn't give nobody no time because you trying to pull a Kevin Samuel. You a fucking loser. Niggas like you, I can't. And I refuse to say hate. But I don't like niggas like you. You are niggas who pretend like you got sense and really don't. You the same nigga we see everywhere. You don't got no sense. That's why you can't deal with somebody challenging your opinion. Never once did I degrade you or insult you. That's how I know you got a low IQ, because you began to insult me and disrespect me. I didn't curse you out. I didn't call you out your name. You had to do that to me. I didn't disrespect you at all. I was just stating facts. I was getting ready to prove my point, but because you kept trying to do all the extra theatrics, I proved my point. I basically you can rewind your own video and see where you said it. I'm not just saying it don't matter. All I'm trying to say is, why do you do that? Don't you? This is what we're trying to get away from as black content creators. Content that is degrading ourselves, not knowing how to put a filter, not know how to put a filter on giving each other advice. There's a way to tell somebody something and there's not a way to tell somebody something. And dude, you don't know how to tell people stuff. You are disrespectful. And then when all else failed, you fucking disrespect folk. You began cursing, calling people bitches and lowlives, and then you want to know how I know somebody insecure? Because the first thing they do is try to make other people feel less than. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all low lives. If you was such hot shit, nigga, you wouldn't be sitting over here. This wouldn't be. I'm gonna mind my business. If you really felt like that about yourself, you wouldn't speak so freely to disrespect folk. See, I know that the way you talk to me is the way you talk to yourself. That's how I know you insecure. Because you don't speak to nobody like that. I didn't disrespect. It would have made sense if I cussed you out from Get Street. I didn't. I said to you basically what I was stating. You got disrespectful. I did not. So I want you to go play back your live and see where you went wrong, because you were disrespectful. And if you had any respect for black women, you would know not to do that. You said you thought you knew my whole life and my whole history, and you know nothing about me. That's why you single. That's also why you single. Don't nobody want to be with a man like you. Nobody. You think that women want to be with a man who can't even respect when they saying something? I wasn't disrespecting you. You didn't have no type of understanding. You didn't have no type of anything, no type of social awareness, no type of anything. And it's so disgusting because you're so socially immature. You could not even contain your own self. The moment that you could not pull a wall over my head, the moment you could not make me a liar, you cursed me out, dude. You called me out my name. I didn't do that to you. You know all the things I could have said to you, and I didn't. I tried to just go and state my cause and why I called up there. But I couldn't do that because you kept trying to control the narrative. It's the same thing when I called up there for Kevin Samuels. He did the same thing. When I called Kevin Samuels, he couldn't deal with a woman that could actually state her opinion. He didn't like it either. So he clicked me off his live. Y'all think that the moment y'all say somebody ugly, that's the end all to be all. Baby, I don't care about what you think. All I'm trying to do is state that you don't have to address women like that. You don't. It's not needed. I say bitches and hoes. Come on. Well, if we called you dingleberry and stink butt, you wouldn't like it. You get what I mean? Swamp ass. If we called you by things that you didn't like, you wouldn't like it either. If we called you skid mark and we referred to you in derogatory terms, bum ass, dusty, ashy, yuck mouth, trout mouth, big lips, big nose, monkey nose, if we called you everything, called you and disrespect you, you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like that. If we tell you about your old sad ass FUBU sweatshirt, Eastone farm worker wheel over shoes and dusty hat, you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. You want to tell and disrespect somebody, you didn't have to. You want to tell me you didn't have to. There's a time and a place for disrespect, and none of that time was worth it. But you didn't care. You just wanted content. You didn't care. You wanted content. Learn to have respect for other people. What you did wasn't funny. I don't care how many people laugh. I don't care how many tee-hee-hees. You black men like you are the reason why black women like me exist. When y'all sit back and say, why black women so rough? Why black women like this? Because of y'all. Would we want to be in Baghdad, you said, and I responded, you cut me off. You kicked me out of the chat. Would I rather be in Baghdad? What does that have to do with the cup of tea in China? The proof is in the pudding. You guys are rough. A black woman is afraid to even say no to you because she's afraid of the physical ramifications of telling you no, she's not interested. You guys degrade us, dehumanize us. It's so crazy the things that you allow yourself to come out of your mouth. Look at all the stuff you said to me. I didn't even curse you out and say nothing to you. You wanted to talk about my weight. You wanted to call me ugly. You wanted to say this. You wanted to say that. I didn't say that to you. I didn't say that to you at all. You right. I could have easily not been outspoken, but I'm outspoken and I wanted to state my case. And if you want me to state my case, then allow it. You wanted to control the whole narrative. And I'm trying to break down to you why you shouldn't say it. I'm trying to tell you that is why the system they promote men like you. They promote men like you because they know you're stupid enough to continue the status quo. Nigga like you do not get popular because your content is good. It's just that you continue to perpetuate the white supremacist culture that's in America. And as long as you continue to do that, as long as you continue to get views, and as long as they'll continue to promote you. Black women, and I will keep what I said, the women find you attractive. That's why they get on your channel and they don't challenge you. That is the honest truth. I do not deny that. But you don't get to disrespect me because you think don't nobody find me attractive. Nigga, whatever. I found somebody that like it. It's okay. I'm not worried about you. But what you're not going to do is disrespect me on live in front of thousands of people and you're wrong. That's what you did. You were wrong and strong. That's fucked up. And the way you went about it was fucked up because you could have just been like, yo, my fault. But you couldn't even do that. You couldn't even apologize and be like, you know what, I got to stop doing that. That's what a real grown man, you keep on, I'm a man. No, you not. You's a little ass boy. You think how you handled that was manly? You think how you handled that was manly? You's a little ass boy. You got a lot more growing up to do. Wash behind your ears and the crack of your ass before you get up there talking shit. Brush your teeth as often as you talk shit. Get the dingleberries out. Make sure you wash your clothes. Over here smelling like earback talking shit with that fucking Eastern farm worker hat on. Shut up. It's not cool.